deeply lame, remaining child-free is by choice, is most definitely selfish, not to mention anti-religion, anti-family, and countercultural. Few people make a child-free lifestyle sound more appealing than people, presumably parents, who are bitter and resentful of the alleged freewheeling, responsibility-free fun that child-free people are having. Of course, that same level of vitriol isn't leveled at single women who choose to decide to remain child-free, or poor women, or women of color. Those women aren't selfish, they're irrational, even commendable. Single women who have kids and women who are poor or of color see their choice to have children as criticized as irresponsible or indulgent. I love the way they always have to roll race into us. No, it's indulgent and irresponsible for people who can't raise their own children by their own means to have children. The idea that a single woman can have children and expect society or some other taxpayer to partner in her child rearing is selfish and irresponsible. The idea that a woman or a man or a couple or whatever who decide, knowing they can't afford to have children, to have them and expect others to partner with them, silently I might add, that is selfish and irresponsible. Yet a married white woman saying no thanks to mommyhood, she's a selfish narcissist, putting her life of fancy vacations and spotless white carpets ahead of her social and biological duty to reproduce. This is all just twaddle. The article's big thrust here is that the world will be more humane, more diverse, more tolerant, and more understanding if educated white people stop having children. I don't understand how or why, but for some reason, and I guess it is that if more, and this is so condescending and anti-human, the assumption of the article is that if educated white people stop having children, they can exist to be the shepherds of all of these poor, low-income, people of color, or at least the single women. In other words, that you'll be able to have all you want in life, but you'll be able to produce enough tax revenue for the government to run programs for all of these other people. This is so insane and sick on so many levels that I could do an entire program on it, but I don't want to give this writer, Jill Filipovic, any extra celebrity. The idea that it would be best that educated white people not produce their own children and then pass their influence and culture and resources down to their own children, that inherited class. The best thing would be to make the world more diverse and fair and tolerant would be for educated white people to see themselves as beacons for others, to provide themselves with all this luxury, but without children, they'll be, you can still have your vacation-filled life, but look at all the things you could do for all these little poor black and brown people. It's that basic, elitist, progressive assumption that anyone who is black or brown or whatever needs you. They need us. The obligation is so great. We should just not have any children, and we should treat black and brown people like they are our children. Why have children of our own when look at all these black and brown people out there that need a white parent? The world, I feel the need to not have children of my own so I can take care of all the black and brown people. That's sick. But elite white progressives think this way. Why do you think, and David Mamet put it best, why do you think they almost enjoy visiting impoverished people? Like it makes them feel needed. It's like they're starting out as empty nesters and need to be needed. For all the stress of having kids, empty nesters go through a period where they, yes, you can get more sleep, and yes, you can, travel or do